We are not in ordinary times. With an eclipse at the final degree of Aquarius, Saturn and Neptune meeting at 0 degrees of Aries, and a fire horse here igniting the background, when you layer all that together, you don't just have a moment, you have a reboot. The solar eclipse in Aquarius isn't starting something new. It's ending something we've outgrown. But at the final degree of Aquarius, it carries as much energy of endings as it does of new beginnings. This is about liberation and the evolution of humanity. Hello, Cosmic Fam, and welcome back to Moonlight News, where we pick up what the stars are putting down. I'm Laurel, and tonight's episode is called Rewritten in Fire: Why the World is Rebooting Now. We are standing at a crossroads between one era and the next.
This solar eclipse is like shutting off a breaker box
that just keeps flipping off, so a brand new system can be installed. The lights may go down, but that doesn't mean everything is ending. It just means something outdated is being replaced. And when the power comes back on at the end of eclipse season, we won't be standing in the same place anymore. This supercharged new moon may bring accelerated new starts, sudden course corrections, and events that reset your life's trajectory. Aquarius governs collective systems, technology, innovation, rebellion, and the future itself. So this eclipse is asking, what visions of your future are you ready to let go of? And what outdated identities within the collective are you done identifying with? Eclipses accelerate timelines. They remove what is unstable. You may feel a powerful pull to detach from identities or roles or even friendships that no longer align with who you are becoming. And this can be hard because those roles once protected you. They once made you feel like you belonged. But now, the gap between your authentic self and the version of you that performs to belong may feel impossible to ignore. And there can be grief in that realization. A quiet question may be rising inside you. Can I be myself fully and still have a place here? This eclipse energy is affecting everyone, but it's not so personal this time. It's a collective shift. We are all in the same boat here. This energy amplifies the longing to stand in the crowd without abandoning who you are, to belong without betraying yourself, and to fit in without fragmenting. And if you've been feeling restless, it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong either. It simply means you are growing, and growth can feel uncomfortable. This discomfort is not a sign of inadequacy, though. It's a sign that evolution is trying to break through. Here are some herbs and crystals you can use to work with the solar eclipse in Aquarius energy. And here's a ritual idea if you feel so inclined. Aquarius is tribe energy. So instead of asking, what should I manifest? Ask, what future am I being invited into? Because something is waking up, and this eclipse is the alarm clock. But once the alarm clock goes off, you don't just wake up, you get up. You get it? Giddy up. In Chinese astrology, we're transforming from the year of the snake to the year of the fire horse. We're going from the snake's strategy to the horse's wildfire. Snakes shed slowly, and horses run. Fire horse energy is active and alive, but fire without discipline burns out. And this shift is happening just days before Saturn and Neptune meet at 0 degrees of Aries, a point the ancient Sumerians considered the most sacred degree in the cosmos. Now here's where it gets interesting. When the element of fire is combined with the horse, we get an intense and revolutionary force. I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it. The horse represents freedom, independence, that vital life force energy in motion. It sounds very Aries if you ask me. The horse is a yang sign, outward moving and expressive. It does not like to be confined. Spiritually, it represents the soul that refuses to be fenced in. It won't be put in a box. This energy is asking, where are you suppressing your natural flow, your natural movements? Where have you outgrown your enclosures? And what would it look like to run towards your destiny instead of just circling around it? Fire horse energy is about authentic self-expression. The fire burns away any hesitation, exposes false identities, and demands courage. But here's the key. Fire must be directed. Uncontained, fire can scorch relationships, burn systems down, or bridges or structures that haven't stabilized yet. This is not a quiet year. It's a transforming one. The Aquarius eclipse is like a great wind tearing down the old structures so a new horizon can finally be seen. Saturn and Neptune in Aries is like a dream descending from the heavens and striking the earth as living fire, making those dreams a reality. And the fire horse energy is the flame catching in the dry grass, sudden and unstoppable, ready to ride into the sunsets of the future. But fire alone doesn't define the season, because just as the flames are rising, the water begins to move in. If reality feels blurry right now, that's intentional, because on February 18th, the sun moves from the sign of Aquarius into the sign of Pisces, where the season will shift from intellect to intuition. Pisces dissolves what Aquarius season revealed. Our dreams become louder, our intuition grows stronger. This energy isn't quick on its feet like Aquarius. Pisces energy settles in, it deepens, it moves through you, dense, emotional, and absorbing. This energy carries weight as we shift from logic into the spiritual tides within. The energy becomes more emotional here, more surreal. Aquarius was asking, what serves the collective? But Pisces energy asks, what is your soul calling you back to? Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac. It's the sacred stillness before our rebirth into Aries season. Aquarius awakened the mind, but Pisces softens the heart, melts resistance, heightens intuition. But this year, Pisces season is preparing us because 2 days later, Saturn and Neptune will go exact in Aries, where our dreams are met with discipline and our visions demand action. On February 20th, Saturn and Neptune form an exact conjunction at 0 degrees of Aries, in what the ancient Sumerians considered the sacred origin point and birth of creation itself. This combination is a rare Big Bang moment. And if you're watching this, we're here for it. When Saturn meets Neptune at 0 degrees of Aries, civilizations reboot. Historically speaking, this conjunction has coincided with massive structural resets, such as, did y'all know that Hammurabi's code was written under this alignment? This transit begins with disillusionment. That's Neptune's energy. Neptune is doing its dissolving illusions thing, while Saturn is enforcing the consequences. That is why Saturn is often referred to as the Lord of Karma. You may feel regrets. This energy can feel sobering, a reckoning with past choices. But this is not punishment. It's a recalibration. This energy is not about forcing you to change. It's about you being able to see clearly what must change. So if you're feeling the turbulence, think of it as the air pockets accelerating your metamorphosis. You're not falling apart and you're not free falling from the sky. You're relaunching. So buckle up because you're in for one wild ride. And now we're coming in for a landing. We have an eclipse at the final degree of Aquarius, the sun entering Pisces, Saturn and Neptune igniting Aries, and the year of the fire horse building momentum. And this is not random cosmic weather. This is a sequence. Closure, release, ignition sparks, momentum. These are cosmic waves rolling in, And I want you surfing those waves, not wiping out on them. The question is not whether change is happening. Change is inevitable. The question is, will you resist the turbulence or rise with it? The old tide has gone out. What comes next is up to us. And that, my friends, in a nutshell, is co-creation. I give a full breakdown of Saturn and Neptune in Aries on my YouTube channel at Laurel Tree Astrology, titled Saturn and Neptune in Aries, The Long Game Begins. The link is in my bio or description below. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Moonlight News. That's all for now, but I'll be back next week with a deep dive into Pisces season, helping you navigate these waters, release what needs releasing, and clear the emotional tide so you can emerge forward unencumbered into the spring equinox and our rebirth in Aries season. If you'd like a personalized insight into how these transits are affecting you, I offer intuitive astrology readings, tarot sessions, hybrid sessions where I integrate your personal chart information with the tarot reading, as well as personalized monthly transit reports. You can book a session by sending me a message on any of my social media platforms or by emailing me directly at laureltreeastrology@gmail.com. I look forward to connecting with you and exploring your chart together. These are powerful, exciting times. So, as always, stay brave, stay afloat, or just keep swimming. And remember, the universe has your back.